The 2015 Pikeville Panthers are still in the mix for a Class A state championship. We had to do some heavy-duty digging to find video of their last state championship in 1989. So there's Blu-ray, there's DVDs, and then before that there was VHS, and then there's these babies, 3/4-inch tapes, and that is where we found footage from the Pikeville Panthers three-peat of the Class A state title in 1987, 88, and 89. That's all in this week's Sports Overtime Rewind. The Mountains have seen some talented teams pass by through the years, but not many of them compared to the dynasty the Pikeville Panthers had over Class A in the late 1980s.
In 1987, the Pikeville Panthers reached the pinnacle of high school sports. They marched through the regular season at 10-0 and then skated through the playoffs, winning their first state title by beating Russellville 28-6. Then last season, the pressure was on. Many of the starters from that state title team were back for another year, and Coach Hilliard Howard was almost expected to bring the trophy back to Pikeville. The Panthers never lost sight of their dream. A 28-point outburst in the second half gave Pikeville their second straight Class A title.
Pikeville polished off back-to-back undefeated seasons in 1987 and 88, but arguably the most impressive title came in that third year.
The 1989 regular season was filled with ups, downs, and a few surprises for the Pikeville Panthers. The big downer came when they lost to the Belfry Pirates. Pikeville began the season with hopes of breaking the state record for most consecutive wins. The ups had to be winning as many games as they did. 10-1 at the end of regulation, not too bad, considering the fact Coach Hilliard Howard thought his Panthers would have to struggle just to have a winning season.
The Panthers saw a 33-game winning streak stretching over 3 seasons end with a loss to Belfry in 1989. However, after that, with Jason Howard at quarterback and Steve Bailey at running back, there was no looking back for the three-peat.
To say Pikeville has been the most dominating team in the state over the past 3 years in the playoffs is the understatement of the decade. So far, through 3 postseason games, this team has outscored their opponents 151-26. The regional finals was a rematch of last year's regional title game, which saw Pineville play Pikeville as close as anyone before losing 21-14. This year, the game was in Pineville, and this year, it wasn't even close. The Panthers wasted no time whatsoever displaying who the better team was. At the half, Pikeville led 32-0, and from there, it was on autopilot as they advanced to the state semifinal game by punishing Pineville 47-0. And in the state semifinals, just for a while, it looked as though Beechwood would hang tough against the Panthers, but for the third straight season, the Beechwood Tigers quickly became the final hurdle in the Pikeville stretch run. Steve Bailey scored 4 times on the ground. Jason Howard connected on 3 touchdown passes as Pikeville creamed Beechwood 49-20.
If we can keep playing like we have been, I don't think nobody can stand in our way.
We're playing the best we've played all year and maybe in a couple years right now, and I think we can win the third one.
And from their 29-yard line. Bridges up the middle, he's got a hole. 40, 45, he loses the handle. And Jason Howard picks it up at the 46-yard line of Pikeville. The 9. Second back through his Bailey, he's trying it to the outside. He's got the speed, and he's in for 6 more. Steve Bailey with another touch. Buchel split out to the near side. They'll pitch it. They tried it to the short side, and Bridges won't get there. He is dropped short.
Third straight state title, 87, 88, and now 89, as you see the bedlam breaking out across the way.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 straight Class A state titles. The first school to do that in any class level in the state of Kentucky.